Are you ready to make the biggest leap in your personal development and transformation? It doesn't come from improvement, it comes from change. You are one decision away from an epic life. And today I want to talk to you about, are you being lifted up or are you being kept down? You see, from different ways and different environments to places to people to the past to the beliefs that we have, we can be kept down, or we can be unleashed to our true potentiality. Now, wouldn't it be great to live in a world where we're just lifting each other up, we're supporting each other, we're helping each other, and we're allowing ourselves to shine to our fullest, highest potential? Sadly though, that is not always the case. You might have a boss who is a right pain in the bottom. You might have a co-worker who is just kind of bringing you down. Or you might have a family member who's not quite as supportive as they're meant to be. Or maybe you have friends or other family members who aren't really allowing you to experience the type of support that you've been craving. You see, when you have an issue, you usually feel very isolated, very alone, lost, unable to change, and just as if you don't know what to do. Well, I want to help you as best as I can. Now, of course, I can only give you so much information because, first of all, you won't actually apply it. I can promise you that, because there is no exchange of energy on your part other than doing the work. And to be honest, not many people even want to do that these days. They just want things to happen just overnight. But I do hope to be able to help you in some way that will allow you to experience more support in every way. So you could just say right now that this could be one level of support. So you don't actually have to have the one-to-one support. You don't have to have people in the physical person, in your physical realm, actually supporting you. You might just have some people who online, like this video, or on my podcast, or on my app of some sort, you will be able to get some form of support which will allow you to make some good foundations. But sometimes we have to make some pretty important decisions, that something has to change. Sometimes we've got to let go of some people in our life. Sometimes we have to just distance ourselves from some people in our lives. But as I said, sometimes just the environment itself can actually bring you down. But we have to realize that if we're going to do anything, it is only on us to achieve that level of success. You see, if I think about my success in life, whether it be my health, my relationship, my career, my finances, or even in the personal development world, having grown my business to quite a high level in reaching many different people around the globe, like 218 countries to date, I had to take it into my own hands. And that's what you really have to do. You can't just allow life to be the thing which changes you. If you live life that way, you will definitely not, most probably not, get to where you really want to be. You see, something has to happen. And that thing which has to happen is ultimately you. Now, this might annoy some people, but at the end of the day, you choose who you hang around with. You choose it. Where it be in your job, you don't have to have that job, you choose to be in that job. You might take some time to find a new one, but you are choosing to maybe surround yourself in that situation, even your family. I know it sounds crazy hard, but if you think about the whole situation that you have to make a decision around your family, if they're not supporting you, maybe you have to just pull back and even disconnect. It happens. I mean, sad. I wouldn't want it to be that way, but sometimes you have to be like that. I mean, you got to look after yourself. You got to be healthy. You got to be able to get to where you need to be. And if people are bringing you down, you have to make a decision. That is just the honest truth. If someone is being physically abused in a family situation or in a work situation, you would never want someone to remain there, no matter if it's blood or what. And that also can mean, any forms of abuse. So sometimes you do have to make that decision. I'm not saying you should, because it's each to their own and it's all about whatever you think is right for you. But you do have to make some decisions. But one of the things I've realized is that you have to, at the very least, surround yourself with more positive people. Surround yourself with people who are going to allow you to shine. You see, I like to see it as if I want people to lift me up. I want people to say, Joseph, you can do X, Y, Z. Here's my guidance. Here's my support. Here's a step-by-step sequence to get the success that you want. And I make sure that happens. I make sure that the people who are in my life are only supporting or supportive to me and where I'm heading. If they're not adding that, then to be honest, I'll be out there and go, look, if they're not supporting, or you could say, if they are doing negative things and bringing me down, they will not be in my life. I only want people who are supportive. I only want people who allow me to shine and allow me to be me and allow me to be able to help as many people as possible. So it's really, really important that you have to shine in the environment which will allow you to shine. It's like being a plant. You can't grow in the dark, right? You can't do that. And think of the darkness as a people trying to bring you down. How are you meant to ever push through and get to where you want to be if you are being pulled down? Of course you can't. And you would never even recommend that for anyone else, would you? But why do we put ourselves in that situation? Is it because we feel as if we owe them? Is it because we think that we're blood, or I can only remain in this one job? They're kind of excuses that we tell ourselves. The same old stories, the same old past experiences which keep on happening, and it's just got to change. It's got to be different. I mean, I remember there's a quote by Oprah Winfrey, and she only says, I only surround myself by people who lift me up. Now, if you ask me, she's doing a pretty good thing in life, in business, and she's become very, very successful in her own right. And she would probably tell you that it's down to being supported, being allowed to shine, given the opportunity to express and to fully play out. But she didn't have to be that way. She could have remained stuck. But she made a decision to do something different, to surround yourself with people who will support you. And that's one thing that you can only do. So I want you to look on the inside and think, are people supporting me? And come on, let's put it really real. Are you even supporting yourself? Because how are you meant to be supported by others if you're not even supporting yourself? So I ask you, I urge you, I wish and desire for you to be supported by yourself. When you make that decision that you are going to make a change, not to improve, but to absolutely transcend your life to levels of emotional freedom that allow you to experience the health, the wealth, the relationships, the career, the finances, all of it. That should be your number one thing. Because when you make that decision, you then will go, actually, I'm supporting myself now. I'm taking responsibility. Do you know what? I want people on my team. Now, like I said, I only have people who support me. Now, don't get me wrong. Those people might have issues and blocks and things like that. In fact, if you think of, for example, mind mastery, people are going through their challenges and overcoming them. Doesn't mean I'm going to just cut them out of my life, right? Because I love my mind mastery members. We're like a family. We support each other. We express. We're vulnerable. We feel belonging in that tribe. We feel as if we're connected and supported by one another. I get as much value out of running that support group, that live coaching, and the step-by-step sequence to getting the absolute results. I get so much value out of it, even if people have issues. But the difference is this. For example, in Mind Mastery, they have stepped up, they've taken responsibility, they're willing to do whatever it takes to be a team member, to be a part of the family, and make a difference in this world and conquer every issue in their life and to excel because of that. And that is what I love about people. I want people in my life who could be going through issues, who could be experiencing trauma, who could be just like really facing it right now, and I'll be willing to support them. Because I want those kind of people, the type of people who are fighters, who are drivers forward, because that is the difference between a winner and someone who just stays the same. Because I'm not here to make it nice and easy for you in terms of everything's going to be okay. Just trust the world and the universe, because it's not. It's on us. And that's good news, because it means you have the ability to change your situation. Rather be that product of life, to allow yourself to be a product of what you choose to create. To see the world as a reflection of yourself. How awesome would it be that you begin to project and radiate your desires? I do that in many different ways, from the habits and routines that I've created. I got my own very custom hypnosis track that I play every morning. I've got another one which I listen to when I go running. I'm always making sure that I'm being supported in my mind, because I know if I have the core foundations, if I have that step-by-step system, it allows me to shine and go really big in the world and have my energy so high, so profound, that I just know I'm going to make an impact. And I want that for you. I want you to realize that you have to lift yourself up and surround yourself with people who are going to do the exact same thing. Make the decision to do something different, not to improve, but to do something different. Because improving is okay, but it's not great. It's not transformational. I mean, when you've had those epiphanies, those aha moments, it didn't come from improvement. It came because you made a decision and something came together which allowed you to experience that new idea, the new solution, the new opportunity. You see, new opportunities are all around you. The opportunity to find someone or something or some group which will support you are all around you. The opportunity to join something special is always around you, even if it's that opportunity to join with your unconscious mind and make it the best, most happiest relationship that you could ever imagine. You see, it's all on you, and as I said, that is a great thing because it means you have the control. And I've said it recently and I'll say it again. Viktor Frankl, in A Man's Search for Meaning book, he said, when you're unable to change a situation, you are challenged to change yourself. So think about that. You are challenged to change yourself if you're unable to change the situation. So have that epiphany with me. Have that awakening that allows you to realize that deep down within you, you want to change, that you want to experience new things, that you want to experience the kaleidoscope of beauty all around you and, more importantly, inside of you. The part of you which has been going, yes, I really want to change. I really want to be surrounded by those who will love me, support me, make me feel belonging, to never feel alone again, and allow me to express myself to the highest level. You see, I want that for you. But you have to make that decision. No, I can't make that for you, right? You've got to make a decision that you're going to either let some people out, because you remember there's a story about, I think it's like, I don't know what the story is. I'm just going to make it up. Hopefully it's right. It's about a Buddhist monk and the student. And he's like trying to learn all this information and learn. And he just was getting confused by it. So he really just got like the monk teaching the student just said, look, you are like this full cup of water. You have to let some out to be able to let some in. Otherwise, if you're trying to pour extra stuff in, you're going to overflow. If you're not going to do anything, then it's just always remaining full. You have to let some out to let more in. And I find this remarkable, you see. You see, when I make a decision about something and I'm committed because it's good for me, it's good for my environment, it's good for the world, remarkable things happen. Things which just come to me in this weird, wonderful way, just like through synchronicity or through coincidence. I don't know. You make that judgment call yourself, but this weird, magical thing begins to happen in your own world when you make a decision that something has to change and you're going to set your value, your bar, not here, but actually up here, and become the star, the movie star in your life. Amazing things happen. And you have the ability to do that. In every given moment, there's an opportunity for you to do something different, something remarkable. All the people have done anything in the whole world, the biggest breakthroughs in the world, those people are just ordinary people like you, like me, like everyone else. But they're choosing to do extraordinary things. And you can choose to keep the same old thing, keeping the same bad people, keep on repeating the same old excuses, the same old reasons over and over again because life handed you those set of cards. But it doesn't get nice that way. It doesn't allow you. I mean, it feels good in a moment having some reasons because, it's not my fault. I get that. I've been there most of my life. Well, not most, half my life. But when I made a decision to do something different, to change my expectations, because it was right, because it was good for me and good for the world, it just changed everything. I began to see a different way in the world, a different reality, a whole new perception. And that was like my epiphany, that if I make a decision because it's right, because it's good, because it's something new and it's going to add value, it's going to transform and transcend my life, things just happen. It's almost like you're taking a stand, so the world takes a stand too and goes, oh, this person is really serious now. But those who aren't serious, those who aren't willing, seriously, they just stay the same. And they attract more of the same. It's that never-ending loop, that never-ending continuous spiral of negativity, of attracting the drama people, the people who just create conflict in your life. You probably know a few, right? But when you start to do something different, that feedback loop gets different as well. You start to just keep on adding the positive people in your life. Because there's always a situation. There's always someone wanting you in their tribe. I mean, I want you in my tribe. But you got to be the right person to join my family, my mind mastery family. You got to be willing to kind of take responsibility for your life. And unfortunately, people just like to listen and not really apply. I made it as affordable as possible, but not everyone does it. And that is good because we don't, once again, I want the right people in my life. I'm very particular of who I surround myself, and you should be too. Because when you do, you will transform everything. You will see a different world when you assume responsibility. Once again, I will leave you with the quote even. You can leave with your own quote. I'll leave you with a quote, which is, when you're unable to change a situation, you are challenged to change yourself. Many thanks and goodbye. Fantastic. Now, there's one more thing I want to talk about, and that is being coached to your success. The world Olympians are being trained and coached to make sure they go to the highest level possible and to win those medals and win and break world records. The entrepreneurs of this world get mentored to make sure they are performing to the best of their ability to make their business grow. The singers of this world get coaching to make sure they hit those notes and perform in the most amazing way in front of hundreds and thousands. And even the presidents and the world leaders, they have a support network. They have people holding them accountable in the most empowering way to guide them to where they need to be. Now, I'm going to be that supporter for you. You see, anyone who's made a big change in this world has had to have the right guidance and the right support and the coaching to make that happen. Now, if you're ready to completely make the biggest transformation that you could ever imagine, and I mean a journey of transformation, where you unleash onto the world your true inner power, now this is going to be exactly what you need. You see, the reason why that is important is that you have to be getting influence from the outside by someone who's going to support you. You can go on your own journey, but that's usually just like going in the dark trying to figure out where you're heading. However, if you have the right tools, the right mentor, the guide with that light shining the path to get you to where you want to be, it means you get to your destination, your dreams and your outcomes quicker than ever before. After all, if you get those strategies and you get that support and that coaching, you can only succeed. That's just the way it works. So there are two options: going alone, listening and watching the course and so on. But if you really want the next level, it's getting that catered for you. You see, if you surround yourself by people who know you how to get you there, you will succeed. You will get the right level of support, the right accountability, the right tasks to make sure that you get there. And furthermore, how we make that happen is by twice a month we get on a group call where I get to coach you with the highest and most profound processes and techniques in today's self-development field to make sure you get to your outcome. But even better than that, you get to ask me questions in person and I respond to you, I give you the support, I answer them, and make sure that you get yourself to where you want to be. Now that is the real key thing with mind mastery, where you have that opportunity to work with me in that group way, where I can support you, answer your questions, and really give you exactly what you need. Now that alone is immense in transformation. Now I'm going to give you an extra layer of support. You see, the coaching is immense. That is going to get you to where you want to be. But I'm also going to give you my mind mastery courses, which is ultimately $1,997 courses thrown into this account. That means you get the complete confidence mastery course, you get the happiness unleashed course, the freedom from anxiety course, the be your potential course, which you can get to listen to, get to watch, and to really learn in the off time. Each and every time you listen to a track, you get a new set of ideas. You get a new way of living, an extra tool to make sure you're living your life to its fullest potential. And even more than that, I'm going to give you this on-demand hypnosis set of sessions, which is pretty much like my hypnosis vault. Over 180 different versions of hypnosis. That means if you have an issue at any time, you find the best title for that issue and you go ahead and listen to it, whether it be in the day or even as you go to sleep. You have total on-demand service of what hypnosis track that you desire. As well as that, I'm going to give you an extra layer of support because you have to be supported in the right way. And I've got the biggest team of supporters for you where you're all coming from the same place. The goal in mind is the same. The vision and the mission is where we're all heading to. Of course, all individual, but we're together as a group. And consider this. If you surround yourself with people with the same mission, the same type of support, the same type of commitment, then you are being immersed with the same qualities. You are the sum of who you surround yourself with, and you have to bring in the right people. So number one, I'm going to be that main person for you. That means you get coached by me in person. You get the audios and the hypnosis tracks as that extra level of support. But on top of that, everyone in Mind Mastery will be cheerleading you on, supporting you, giving you anything that you need to make sure that you are on track to your desired goals. This is about a journey. This is a transformational process where you hit every one of your goals. You resolve any one of your issues. You learn and grow and you thrive and succeed in such a way that you just know everything's going to be there. Everything is in place for you for your success. That is what I'm here for. I'm here to support you. And that is completely the best way to change. It's the most wonderful transformational process that you can imagine. And to make it even better, I'm giving you a free trial for this. You get 14 days completely for free, so you can check it out, you can see what's happening, get on the live calls, get access to some of the modules, and just know that you're being supported in the most wonderful way. This is where the magic happens. So go ahead, sign up for a free trial, and I'll make sure that we'll get you to where you need to be by getting the coaching, the training, the accountability, by being just like those people who are making changes in this world, like the Olympians, like the celebrities, the singers, the leaders of this world, the entrepreneurs. You'll be getting that support from me. You'll be getting all the extra layers of support to make sure to give you the foundations, the insight knowledge that anyone really has to have to get the success that they deserve and that they absolutely need in a most wonderful way. So go ahead and just pick up the trials completely for free. You can cancel at any time. This is all here to support you, and I'm here to support you from mind mastery. This is where the magic really happens. So get your free trial at josephclough.info/mindmastery. josephclough.info/mindmastery. You can never complain about your life if you're never willing to take action and make the change you crave.